The
I
weirdest
really
part.
Go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Excuse me.
No, I
The
like
weirdest-
to get go.
Come on. What is going on?
Kyle, just speak. Speak.
No,
Kyle.
Nate. The weirdest part. Go.
Going through a drive-through. I've been through 2 drive-throughs on the way home, and I have blood all over my face from this deer that I just shot. So the girl at Smoothie King was like, "Here's your smoothie."
Yeah, they probably think you.
They
murdered
probably
somebody.
think you killed somebody.
Yeah,
I'm like,
exactly.
hey, you don't smell anything weird, do you?
It's been aging in the trunk.
Yeah.
No, I'm a big fan of getting the summer sausage.
I did that.
I love that.
There you
Love
are.
that.
They're getting really creative now. You can do burritos, and
Burritos?
he makes 5 little burritos for you with deer meat and cheese and stuff inside of it, and then freezes it and gives you that.
Okay,
I'm most excited about the burritos.
Yeah, nice. We'll talk all about it because we want you to give play-by-play and stuff when we do this. So now that Ben's got his wiener joke out of the way, so we can move on. What is
Summer sausage.
what number is it? What number episode is this?
121.
No, 122.
I think it's 122.
Kyle loves summer sausage.
Yep, I do.
Yep.
All right,
You like it better than
episode.
winter sausage.
Yeah, definitely. Summer's the best.
Whatever.
Gets too
So-
small in the winter.
Century wrap up.
2022, baby.
Century wrap up. We're going to talk about the video, the One Club Challenge. Let Ben give some takes on it since he's watched it, and then
Yes.
we'll
Watched
wrap
it
up.
like 17 times.
A lot of people watch. That's crazy. I've got more texts and stuff off the video than any episode we've done.
Let me tell you.
I got a list of stuff that I'll read later.
Let me just go ahead and tell you the check mark of when you've succeeded, boys. When Lori Taylor sits down and says, "Play it again." Yep, you guys have
Nice.
succeeded.
Nice. We're on to something. We're on to
Because
something.
I did
she
not do that.
has no idea what's going. We've had this discussion. She's got no idea what's going on with golf.
Save it
I've
for
said-
that pot.
I've said I would lose money if we had to say, "Hey, bet on some terminology with golf." Blah blah blah. My wife would totally fail, and she's like, "Hey, play
Can't
that
get it up.
again. Play
Can't
that
get it up.
again. Play it again. Play it
Can't
again."
get it. That's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Episode 121. Here we go. And let's do it. What's up, everybody? We're back again. It's Monday, episode 122 of the Dadbods Golf Pod. Getting the week started off. We're proud members of the Believe Podcast Network, the #1 podcast network for professionals. It's Kyle, Ben, and Nate decked in camo and a little bit of fresh.
Blood.
Fresh. What do you call it? What do we call that without just being? It is what
Deer
it is.
blood.
It's deer blood.
It's deer blood.
Deer blood.
He took his first animal, took his first beast with a rifle today,
That's right.
and he is showing the spoils on the pod tonight. Men, how was your weekend?
Not as good as Nate's. I can
Nope,
tell you
it
right
wasn't.
now. Nope. No chance.
That's
Nope.
awesome. We're gonna break the kill down second by second, minute by minute, a
Yeah.
little bit later. But first, we're gonna let you know that tonight's episode and every single episode is brought to you by the greatest online betting website in the history of man, and that is Betonline.ag. They've got the most up-to-date desktop and mobile website. You log on today, you can sign up and get a 50% welcome bonus. You give them $100, they're going to give you 50 back free on your initial deposit. Just use coupon code BLEAV, BLEAV. It's simple. And you'll get your deposit. The championship is on, I guess tonight will be the championship.
Yep.
So go ahead and get your bets in, lock them in, make you some money tonight. And then after that, you still got NFL playoffs and all kind of basketball. Tons of fun online
Slap
casino.
the Cowboys.
Betonline.ag, where the game starts. Let's go. All right, man.
Oh, longest ad read of all time.
That was awesome. That was awesome. I was watching y'all the whole time because I'm literally going raw dog the whole time. I've got it totally memorized, so it makes it easy.
Or you're reading. Sorry, we thought you were reading. We were trying to misbehave while we thought you were.
So Nate's killed a deer. He's about to pack the lip. It looks like, and we're going to
thinking about it.
Snuff it up.
We're gonna
Snuff it up.
So this weekend, the first tournament of 2022, the Sentry Tournament of Champions.
Yes.
Ben's favorite tournament ever.
Yes.
It's got a cool dolphin trophy or something. It was it was great. Holy cow at the birdies. Men, have you ever in your life seen a scoreboard like this? Let me just read you the scores from the top. I'm not even gonna tell you who it is because we'll get to that. Winning 34 under, second place 33 under, third place 32 under, fourth place 26, and then a bunch of people tied at 25 under. Holy cow.
And the guy who finished third or fourth shot 12 under today. Imagine shooting 12 under and losing.
And you lose.
3 people in this weekend tied the course record at 61, 12 under. It's a weird course. It's a par 73. So 12 under is 61. JT shot it. I think JT shot it on Saturday. Rom shot it on Saturday. And then Matt Jones shot it today on Sunday. So just absolute just insanity. Men, you got any takeaways from this weekend? Cameron Smith wins, by the way. Cameron Smith wins. He dueled out John Rahm. The Aussie.
The fisherman.
Sidebar.
Ugly.
I talked about this in the text message. I love Cameron Smith. I told y'all that. I love him.
Don't say it.
The ugliest human on the planet.
He's not.
Let me say this. 2018 Cameron Smith is like a 7.3. 2022 Cameron Smith is like a 0.3.
8.3. My God.
What are you doing?
What is happening? With
take away the stat. He does need to get rid of the stash. The stash it's a little weak. Just thin and furry and all that kind of. Take away that. Oh man, he's a good 6.
That's what I'm saying. Like there was a time where like he's
a 6.5.
I don't
and it's like
remember
they made him wear that uniform in the Olympics, and he just stopped caring. He's like, okay, I'm wearing the worst uniform in the Olympic history, so I want my appearance to be as ugly as this uniform.
Here's my thing. I've noticed this. Granted, this is legitimately the first tournament of the week of the 2022 season.
No, it's not.
Can we not? Well, yeah, it kind of is. And can we not get some pants that fit correctly, that are not too long? Did you notice all the bunched up pants that the guys were wearing? Do we not go to a tailor anymore? Do we not get fitted? What is that all about?
Fresh pairs from the sponsors for the new year, and they just haven't taken them back home and got them hemmed up.
Well, they always lose weight during the off season.
Do they?
And then they gain it during the year because they start, going to all these dinners and all these fun parties and all this. It didn't look like we had a lot of guys in some playing shape
that up
to begin. No, that's the truth. That's Phil shows his 6-pack off during the off season because he knows he gains weight during the year. He says that because of all the dinners and they can't work out as much.
Say that what else does Phil say?
I'm not real
golf
sure.
balls and
about the
middle of golf balls and
listen.
balls.
I understand. I understand you have blood on your face and you feel like you got a little frisky today and you feel like you got a little moxie about you. It's time to settle you down, Nate.
Yeah, there you go. I got all right. Before we actually before we talk about the golf, like I got to talk about one thing that really started to annoy me over the whole tournament. Okay. Mark Rolfing. Okay. I know that may not sound very familiar, but Mark Rolfing, he is one of the play-by-play announcers on the broadcast team. He's from Hawaii. He's from Hawaii, guys. He tells you that about every other sentence.
50,000 times.
He knows that this is the guy that's like, you go play this course and there's this one dude that he'll just literally tell you everything, unnecessary things. And he'll tell you about people who they are. You know what I mean? Drop names. When John and I were playing and we laid up on this hole, I'm telling you,
John did not get the ball to roll out like Cameron Smith is getting it to roll out.
Here's the
and
thing.
you're going, who the hell is John?
Mark was not happy with how they just absolutely shredded the golf. Shredded the golf course. He was because he had a hand in designing it. I don't know if y'all know that. He said it 47 times over the weekend. He was fired up about the course. You know what? Whatever. It got old quick. That was just one thing.
Mark on a good day is posting 1 or 2 under, and these guys were absolutely shredding it at 10 and 12 under per day. And he was like, yeah, this is not the same. And it's not playing well. And it's not, maybe we softened it up too much. They shouldn't have done ball in hand the first day. It's like, Mark, did you see what was going on day one?
Yeah.
They would tee off and the ball would create a crater that was this deep.
Yeah.
They had to play ball in hand day one.
Yeah. So they played ball in hand 2 days, I think. I think
I think Thursday and Friday they did. Yeah.
A couple of times. Nate, what you got?
I feel like Mark Rolfing is the guy that you meet this girl and you have fallen in love with her and she takes you home and he's there and you're like, wow, this is where every in-law joke comes from, is having Mark Rolfing as your father-in-law.
I just could not. I mean, I was like, man, at some point in time, let's just talk about golf. Like, it was literally the Mark Rolfing I'm from Hawaii show. And I don't know. I got kind of
yeah, I was gonna say the other side of it, Nate, is the side that you date this girl and you go home and everything you say is wrong because dad is right.
Yes.
He kind of has that me, I've done it and done it like at least 1 or 2 times, two
anything
times
that you've done, I've done.
And
better,
I did it a little bit
bigger, badder before you did. Yeah.
He's not.
He decided this weekend that he would take Johnny Miller and make Johnny Miller look like the most humble person on the man, because Johnny Miller did not own a golf course like he does,
bro.
Out in Kapalua.
After about mid round through Thursday, I'm like, geez, where's Johnny Miller? Let's get him back on.
And when would you ever think you'd say that?
Yeah, exactly. No, it was that got kind of annoying.
Back to the golf a little bit. This is such a unique scoreboard because you got 3 guys that are 34, 33, 32 under. So they're right there. And then there's a 6-shot gap, which isn't uncommon for there to be a little drop off, but 6 shots is a lot, especially considering that the 4th place guy is 6 shots back to the 3rd place guy, but he's still 26 under. It's just wild.
If I'm not,
and also
go ahead. No.
With it being a par 73, it's just strange to look at the scores. I mean, these guys play par 70 like every week. They don't even play par 72s anymore. So 64s and 65s are 5 and 6 under rounds usually, but I mean now they're 9, 10 under rounds.
Right.
Anyway, carry on.
Yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, the scoring record I think Jordan Spieth had a few years ago, which was 30 under. And so imagine breaking the 72 hole record and coming in 3rd. Matt Jones by 2 shots. Matt Jones shot 32 under, cleared it by 2, and comes in 3rd. Like, it was crazy. It was not ball in hand today, but it was ball in hand for a few rounds. And that definitely.
Yeah, but they made some stat, Kyle, that they haven't had 3 people 30 under or better in like 50 years. Something like that.
I would have been shocked if it was ever.
Yeah,
I'd not have been shocked if it was ever. I mean, that's just absurd. It's a birdie fest.
Mm-hmm.
There was one point in time on the back. Cameron Smith had 4 birdies in a row. John Rahm had 3 or 4 in a row. Like, they were just birdie. Like, it was just nuts. What you say, Nate?
Imagine being Bryson DeChambeau, and today you're under par. And if you had gotten 10 shots from Matt Jones, you would have still lost. Bryson shot 1 under. Matt Jones shot 12 under today.
That's incredible.
Bryson could have gotten 5 aside and still lost. And he was under par.
That's incredible.
Suck it, Bryson.
That's incredible. Matt Jones, his last 2 rounds, if I'm not mistaken, the stat was he shot 62 and 61. Okay, which is 10 under and I'm sorry, it's 11 under and 12 under in 2 different rounds. So 23 under and 36 holes is the lowest 36 holes in a competitive PGA Tour round in the history of golf.
And he lost.
And he came in.
If somebody told me I was going to go into a tournament, hey, bub, you're going into this tournament. I'm going to guarantee you in 2 days of play out of the 4, you're going to shoot 23 under. And I'm sitting there going, I like my chances. I really like my chances.
Here's another crazy stat. On the last 36 holes, Matt Jones had eagles on 4 different holes. 13, 14, 15, and 18 he eagled.
I think they said that he owns the record for eagles in a tournament after this weekend. I think that was brought up towards the end, which is kind of amazing that you own the record for eagles in a golf tournament.
Amazing. It's amazing. All right. So dude, anybody we had some picks. You want to go with some of our picks? We kind of Colonel Steve, he sent an impromptu tweet out there and told us to throw a pick out there. I think he went with Shoffley, if I'm not mistaken. Is that right? So, I think
he
missed this whole thing.
Did one of y'all go with JT?
He picked one for you. He picked one for
you. He took what he took Tyler Gooch for you, Nate.
Not bad.
And you, I mean, he's the FedEx Cup leader right now still. So you did get the leader.
So Xander Shoffley came in 12th, which was Colonel Steve's pick. Ben, you had who? You had
I took Colin. Always Colin.
And he came in 5th. So he did really, really well.
Yep.
Taylor finished T15, and then
Tyler.
Okay, my guy. I should have watched social. I should have looked at social media before I made my pick. But Victor Hovland, T30 came in 14.
No, you can't say that because he started out on fire the first 2 days, even with replacement. He and Berger both playing with replacement clubs, and they still did very well.
No,
day 1 and 2.
Let's talk about it though. Let's talk about it. So Victor Hovland, if I'd have been on Instagram, and actually I do think I saw this. It just didn't register because when I looked at it, I was like, dang, that dude's head covers are trash when I first looked at it. So Victor Hovland loses his clubs on the flight, loses his clubs, and he's tweeting at Delta, hey, where's my clubs? Where's my clubs? And then they show up and like several of the driver shafts, wood shafts are just absolutely snapped in half, just snapped off right at the tip.
Just threw them all around.
Yeah, like didn't even care whatsoever, which is it's hard for me to believe that he must not have had a travel case. They must have just been traveling.
There's no chance.
Like they must have just been in like just his regular bag. Like how does it snap like that? I have no idea. Like why are you sending your clubs in anything less than like a impenetrable case from like freaking the Wild Wild West or something?
Why are you not partnering up with somebody else that plays on tour and flying net jets out to Hawaii? What is your problem? You're a money winner. What are you doing?
He's goofy. He can't help it. He's just a child.
What do you expect from a guy who has bacon collars?
He is a child millionaire, and he has no idea what he's doing.
What do we expect? For the loom or something where it's like, do you get bacon collar?
What do we expect from a guy that has no idea what an iron looks like?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Wow. Well,
that's crazy.
You know, the iron that you're not thinking, you know, the other iron.
Exactly. Yes,
why do you look like you're like in the like in that bar across the street from St. Andrews and you just shot 93? And you're just talking about how you parred 18, and that's all that matters. That's what you look like right now.
You like this? You like that glass?
Hey, can I just get a pint there, buddy, for the guy who just shot 93?
Those of you that are curious, this glass was
we're not
apple juice
given to me from Touchdowns when Touchdowns was the thing in the Auburn area, and they used to sell these as being 12-ounce glasses. It only holds 8 ounces of beer. So all of you that bought one of these overpaid for many years, just in case you're curious.
Ben is on the crack research right there. Hey, we're filling y'all in, locals.
Yep.
You know, when I was saying about Mark Rolfing earlier, Ben's future son-in-laws or boyfriends of the daughters or whatever, they're going to be in.
Oh, they have no clue. They are in so much trouble. Not to mention the company that I hang with. Holy goodness gracious. They're in so much trouble. I mean, look at what I'm dealing with right now. I got a guy with blood on his face, can't keep his hat on. He's in camo. And the other guy, he is put together. Kyle is actually put together tonight. He's put together very well. Yeah, yes, he does.
Yes, sir.
I feel like you're that guy who wakes up and your hair is already perfectly in place.
My hair's a wreck.
You come down for breakfast and you just look like a 10.
No, I'll send a picture of what I look like in the morning. It's like,
Please don't.
please
You'll
do.
you'll disappoint
do
us.
it.
Please
Do
don't.
it.
No,
Do it.
no.
Do it. I want to
so
see Daddy.
yeah. So we got the Sentry. We got the Sentry, the first tournament of 2022 under the belt, and we're moving on to the Sony Open,
Yeah.
which is just a little bit over. I think maybe on a different island, possibly. I'm not.
Yeah,
really sure.
it's the Hawaiian island. It's
Oh, the Hawaiian.
island of
They're all the Hawaiian Islands.
no, it's the island of Hawaii. It's the main
Okay.
one.
Okay, got it.
Jiminy
Christmas.
Can't take you geography geniuses. You can't. You guys.
So you got
That's true.
You know who the returning champion is, correct? For the Sony Open.
Gooch.
No,
Okay.
dang it. Colin
Kevin.
Morikawa.
Kevin.
Dang it.
Ooh na na na.
Ooh, na.
Coming in to defend his title at the Sony Open. We're going to talk about that later in the week, but what a cool way to start off the year with two little trips to the islands. One of them has become pretty iconic. The Sentry's become pretty iconic because of Kapalua Plantation Course and Mark Rolfing. So we're glad that that's a good one to go ahead and get under the belt. Good way to kick.
You are not going to let that die, are you? That
No,
Mark
no.
Rolfing thing.
He's from Hawaii. He helped
We've
build
heard.
it.
We
He helped
know.
build
We
the
know.
course. He
We
helped
got
build
it.
the course.
Wouldn't it be so much fun? Which, granted, it wouldn't be that much fun because you wouldn't have won. But if you were not a winner and you were going to play in the Sony, go out a week early and just heckle those guys. Like as a PGA Tour pro, just be outside the ropes, just heckling those guys, and then go play the Sony. That would be dope.
That would be dope. Hey, Rory, play the damn Sentry. Let's go, man. What are you doing? Come on. Come play the Sentry. You've only played it once and you win like every year. Like, come play. Just play.
What is the deal with some of the
Did Phil play?
veteran players not play? Like Phil only did it to qualify. He had to qualify to get his pit money.
$8
Yeah,
million.
he had to
do
play
it.
it.
Yeah.
We had to play something, which is, I would agree, get it out of the way early.
The one thing about Hawaii, I'll say I will defend them. I feel like the travel restrictions it's just about as bad as going into possibly like Iraq. It's like you got to do all kind of tests before you get there, tests when you get there, masks everywhere, like because they're Mark Rolfing let us know their hospital system is very, it's very small.
Bad.
So it's very small. So they can't get overrun. I mean, he lets you know that the whole
He
time.
semi owns it. He semi owns it. He's got
so
stock in the hospital.
He's also
maybe
a
that-
doctor, by the way.
Yep, he is.
Possibly.
Dr. Mark Rolfling.
Yes, he's an epidemiologist.
Well, say that 5 times fast.
That's
Do it.
probably
Do
that
it.
could be a reason why Rory didn't go. Maybe I don't know. Was there anyone else of note?
Rory has to travel.
Was there anyone else of note that skipped out on it?
No, most of the
Ben?
people that I did. I missed out. I didn't get my invite. Dadgummit. Apparently they don't listen to Dad by Golf Pod. They're lost. I can
Or
promise you.
people who have won a tournament.
Yep. But I mean, Phil was an added bonus, and honestly, you could tell that it was bothering him today. He was really upset with some of the shots he made.
Yeah.
He was kind of upset at the way he played, but other than that, I guess pretty much everybody showed up besides Rory's and maybe one or two others. The rest of them were there and ready to go.
Hey, if you win the Sentry, do you get into the Sentry for the next year?
It's a sanctioned event.
Yeah. I would.
What if
Does that qualify?
this may be a would you rather? What if you just won the Sentry Tournament of Champions?
You know what?
Every year.
I bet.
I'll take that.
Yeah, you got to be able to, because I'd heard before, I forgot what tournament it was, where they said it is the only tournament that there is never a repeat champion. I forgot which one it was. So I guess that, yes, you do get into
Pretty strong field. Pretty
Yeah.
strong
Would
field.
Appleby won that a few years ago. I remember that.
He did. There was 3 Australians. That he said Cameron Smith became the third one. So
Overholzer.
I don't know. I have no idea. I know Appleby was one of them though. So I can't remember.
Maybe
who.
Badley.
Dresses.
Aaron Badley? No,
Scott.
no chance. Maybe
could've
Adam
been-
Scott.
Appleby was hot.
And
had
Adam
a
Scott.
little
Is Adam
blonde thing
Scott an
going
Aussie
on.
or yeah?
He's Aussie. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you, Adam Scott is the Aussie.
He's the like.
No,
It's like-
the
it's
shark
Ben
is the
Radio.
Aussie.
He's the little
shark is the Aussie.
He's
Yeah,
the
but
baby
if you're
shark.
if you're 40, yes.
Good stuff.
Golly,
Hey,
Nate, quit being an asshole.
before we switch topics, I want to give a quick shout out to Swannies.co. Use coupon code DadbodGolfPod -25. Take 25% off your next order. Literally anything you could want in golf fashion, they have it. Up and coming. Love those guys. They wanted to tell me that the new line should be coming out in March. So be on the lookout for that. You better go ahead. That means you better get your stuff now because the new stuff's coming in March. And so if you've been seeing some things on the site that you like, you hadn't made that jump yet, you better get it now because it could be gone soon to make room for the new stuff. It's awesome. We've seen it, all kind of different outerwear, polo, stuff like that. So check them out, Swannies.co, where the game starts.
Boy.
So that you don't have to.
Yes.
Shine bright like a diamond.
Lightbox diamond, shout out. All right. So the next thing we want to talk about is we made our goal for 2022 was more video content. And we uploaded our first real video of on the course play that we put a lot of thought into. And I've honestly, I said it like on the pre-show stuff, I've got more text messages, more stuff than we've ever gotten from a episode. And I think we may be on to something fun, but what we did was we did the one club challenge from Grayson Huff show last Friday. So Grayson said that if we played number 5 from the members, the orange tees, which was about 411 yards to hit my hand. You pick one club, it's a diabolical hole, and then you finish the hole out with only one club. Me and Nate did it, and we took the clubs that we said on the podcast, and we played the hole out, and you guys saw it, and it was
phenomenal.
It was a ton
How
of fun.
was it, Kyle?
It was a ton of fun.
It was phenomenal.
I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this. I peaked.
Can I give my
Spoiler
take
alert.
as a viewer and not a participant?
Yes. Hit it. Hit it, Ben.
So first off, the thing that didn't do it justice is it was tough to see the ball once y'all hit it.
Yeah.
So
got to get a shot tracer. Got to get a good shot tracer.
The way y'all teed off, the way Nate hit and then turned and looked at the camera and he's like, I don't know. I hope that stays up. It's like, uh-oh, that's not good.
Yeah.
And then the way Kyle hits it, and then he kind of drops his head a little bit, but then you hear Nate in the background go, oh, that's good. And it's like, okay, so we're on a good start here. And then we see where shot number 2 comes from. Nate's ball stayed up, although he was not in the greatest of positions.
Legitimately stayed up too.
And then Kyle all of a sudden hits a 5-iron from 290 yards to 6 feet. And you can say what you want. I know you said, what did you say? It was 190, 195?
195.
195. No, it looked 290 from the camera angle. I was like, when you stood over it, I was like, there's no chance he gets there from here. And then you go, oh, it's 190 or 195. And I was like, okay, there's a shot. And then when Nate gets ready to chip and you can see Kyle's ball up there. And Kyle, I got to tell you, that was the weakest effort on a putt I've ever seen.
It checked. Okay.
No, it did not. It didn't check with a 5-iron.
It did. It did.
No, it did not.
I promise you. I promise you it checked. I tried to hit it directly in the middle of the heel.
The fact that Nate almost chipped in
and tied me
and to tie you, and you lagged it up there instead of going strong at the left center of the hole. I was disappointed.
I gotta practice my iron putting.
I got a list from Hunter, who is the guy that usually puts our podcast on and then doesn't listen to it, but gives us the play. So he did watch this whole 4-minute video.
So he's a visual guy. We've talked about this. He's
number one, where did you get those pants? In reference to me. Thank you. There, I got them at Target. Number 2, he said shot tracers. Number 3, horizontal filming. Okay,
horizontal, definitely. Definitely. Landscape.
Number 4, Kyle really pissed away that birdie putt. LOL.
Totally did.
That was it. That's a list.
Totally did. I even went left hand low. I don't know if you noticed that.
It was downhill.
I went left.
Yes, you went left hand low, and you still.
I'm telling you, I didn't center the ball. I didn't center the ball. and it skipped just a tad and it had no momentum. I didn't get it rolling end over end. It's basically what I'm trying to say.
It's a 5-iron. You need. I mean, you can belly a wedge. You couldn't belly a 5-iron.
I couldn't. I didn't do it. I mean, clearly I didn't.
Yeah, I think next time you need to anchor. Anchor.
Yeah,
and maybe that could be better.
It's got the loft on it, so I can just de-loft it, right on, or just arm lock it with a 5-iron. That's a good idea. If
I had chipped in with a 7-iron on camera, I wouldn't have the 7-iron anymore. Like I would have thrown it.
Oh, there's no doubt. Are you kidding me? Yes.
I would have maybe gotten naked on the.
I will tell you on camera, it looked like it was going in.
Oh, it came
on in person. It looked like it was going in. It peaked, 100% peaked. It had to like great.
It was a gimme.
Crazy. I mean, it was in the leather.
It was.
The thing is Kyle's 195 out, and he has one. He can either hit it on the green. If he's a little short of the green, he's fine. Short of the green, he can kind of put it up. Anything besides short or on, and he is.
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Yes,
100% double bogey.
Oh, 100%.
First off, ride is straight down. Those of you who don't know this course, and this is coming from a guy that does not play it every day. Ride is straight downhill, so there's no way he gets up and down from there with a 5-iron.
No way. And it's
left is there's a big hill in front of the green, and other than that, there's a little valley that sits down there. So yeah, he's got to basically blade it up and hopefully catch part of the hill and slow it down. Otherwise, he's going to be on the other side.
Yeah.
Trying to come back up.
Basically, that missing that green almost anywhere except for in front requires a flop shot. And he had a 5-iron. But instead he hits it to 6 feet, which was kind of infuriating. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I was rooting for him to miss the green. Like,
I mean, if you're caddying for somebody that's playing that course, that's what you're telling them. You're like, short is fine.
Yeah.
Don't miss left, right, or long. Do not miss left, right, or long. And most people still, they're like, oh, I can still get up and down. It's like, I promise you, you can't.
Shorter
stuff up and down.
Hit the green or be short.
And that's with a full set of clubs. We're talking about colleges only gets a 5-iron. So you do not want to miss left or right or long.
I'll never have. Go ahead.
No.
There will never be.
You guys are so polite today.
I will never have another video as good as that. As long as we do videos. I mean, literally career. First of all, you don't hit 2 5-irons back to back very often.
They were the same 5-iron.
In a round, I literally hit the exact same shot twice. I mean, exactly how my mind envisioned it happened. I was.
So I watched the video, and the first thing I did, I text both of you guys, and I say, so bottom line, we all overthink this hole because Kyle just went 5-iron to 6 feet, and we're all trying to decide on the tee, driver, 3-wood. 3-iron,
side, left side,
right side, left side, and it's like, all right. So this guy just went 5-irons. Now, granted, that was the play of your life.
Yeah,
we're not all going to do that.
Yeah,
none of us will.
I tell you what,
but it does let you know. Go 3-iron off the tee, go 3-wood off the tee. Quit trying to get it down there as far as you possibly can because you've proven that you can take 2 irons, the same damn iron off the tee, and still be putting for birdie at some point.
Yep. It was crazy. Go ahead.
I'll say this, and I don't watch my swing on camera very often, and if you watch that video, you know why. Because the only people who should watch their swing on camera are people who have textbook swings, which I don't.
It's me. No. The only people that should watch it are people like me, that can relate to that swing.
Me and Kyle, like I may hit my right leg on my takeaway, like because my hands are so low. Kyle, I feel like it makes me uncomfortable to watch because I feel like he is reaching, like his arms are like fully extended, like he's trying to get out there and get that thing like a baseball.
Yeah.
Whereas I've hit my inside of my leg on my takeaway before. Anyway, it's just a little observation, Maybe that's why Kyle's better than me.
Wow.
Well,
just on that hole that I usually beat him.
I think you're overthinking it.
Hole. No, it was a ton of fun. We did film one more. Probably going to post that this week. It'll bring us back to reality. It'll bring me back to reality. So just no spoiler alert on that. Just
No,
go
you
ahead and
just
say
did.
it. Nate I'll say this. Nate was about 4 feet from killing a human on that hole. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. We almost
On the next video.
on the next
And
video.
and until he listens to this, he wouldn't know.
No, the guy hasn't, and he still has no idea. He has no idea whatsoever that he almost died. Just right over, right over his head.
Well, Nate, that's like the day that I played with you and your dad. Those two guys were working on the left side. I hit over the left side, and neither one of them ever looked up. And I had to hit from out of the trees over there, right amongst them.
This guy was trying to match on Tinder. Like he was locked in. He had no idea. He was just. He had no
Nice.
idea what was going on.
I'd have been playing Candy Crush.
And Nate sent a hellacious seed right over the top of his head. It was great. It was great.
I
But
love
yeah,
it.
y'all stay tuned for that. We're going to try to do 1 or 2 a week, more of those. Thanks for watching those. Like we're trying to keep it around 5 minutes. That's an easy watch. What's up,
Look at
pup?
there. Look at
Look
there.
at the puppy. That's an easy watch. 4 or 5 minutes. Super easy watch. Nate has brought a new member.
What's the new member of the Dadbod Golf Pod?
It's Goose,
Goose.
not Goose.
I think we're going to call him Goose Gossage.
Goose Gossage.
You guys
Love
remember the old MLB player?
it. Heard of him? I've heard of him.
I thought it was Maverick and Goose.
Absolutely. Before we go on, I want to give a shout out to Primo Golf Apparel. Guys, joggers, pants, whatever you want. This is the new thing. They have the most outrageous, outstanding fabric. They feel amazing. Use coupon code DADPOD15. DADPOD15. Take 15% off your next order. They got like 8-10 different colors. You can have all your seasons knocked out. Just boom. And you can wear them essentially all year round because they're very comfortable. They're very breathable. They're not going to be real smoldering. And they give you that extra, you got that little ankle area out, nice and refreshing. You'll love it. Primo
Ankles
Golf
out for
Apparel,
playing.
they're coming out with some full length pants soon. So be on the lookout for those. Primo Golf Apparel. Check them out. Let's go where the game starts. Last thing, real quick, we got to talk about Nate killed a deer today.
Yep. Show us. Turn. Give us your profile.
Nate killed a deer
Atta-
yesterday. It's his
Atta
first deer.
girl. Yeah.
First deer. It's a
I
big
didn't know this
deal.
was the first one, by the way.
Yeah. First one. First time I've ever pulled the trigger on a gun towards something that didn't have like a target on it.
It's amazing. First
Yes.
with a pulse, shooting a
Yes.
pulling a trigger.
How
on
many
something.
times did you shoot at the deaf deer?
Once.
Nice.
So
nice.
So for a little bit of context, and I won't draw this out too much, but first of all, the guys are talking mad crap in the group text, like, oh, they're not moving today. Like Kyle, who knows nothing about hunting. It's like it'd be like Kyle's wife coming up and be like, babe, it's left to right. Like you've got to play at 2 balls out. Kyle's like, no, it's warm, it's moist, but they're not gonna be moving today. Like, you're not getting it. Oh, I'm gonna go putt for a little bit and then watch the golf tournament. Oh.
That's exactly what I said.
So like I was, and then I said I seen 2, and they're like, oh yeah, picks or didn't happen. Like, just go ahead and shoot both of them. But anyway, I thought we'd seen 2 little ones. I thought
He's
we
doing
were,
nothing but naming your text. He's not naming any of mine. He's doing nothing
No,
but naming
I
yours.
said it. No, what you said that you were like, oh, hold on, your part's coming, Ben.
I didn't say that. I didn't say
Ben.
either one of those that you just
my
said.
story, my first deer.
Let's go.
Mute him.
All right, you're muted, Ben. Go, Nate.
I thought we were done. We hadn't seen anything. There was just, there's tornadoes coming in. I go to pee out the back of the stand, and I am fully prepared to turn around to him and be like, hey man, let's call it. There's a storm coming in. And I turn around, and he's like, hey, we got something to shoot. And it goes from heartbeat at 80. I wish I'd had a whoop on, like the first tee at Ryder Cup, because I probably went from 80 to 170.
Yes.
All of a sudden I'm shaking.
Wish I'd have whooped it.
I'm sweating. Like we have to change chairs and everything. And I kind of thought he was going to coach me a little bit, but he starts filming. So then I know it's real. Like he gets the camcorder.
Wait a second. Who is he?
As my cousin, or I guess my cousin-in-law.
Okay.
My wife's
All right.
wife's cousin.
All right.
Nice.
And he's like, wait just a second for them to separate. And at this point it's thundering. It feels, and I say it in the video, it feels like Saving Private Ryan, that scene where it's raining and there's a sniper. That's what I'm feeling in this moment.
Yes.
And he's just like, he literally just says, whenever you're ready. And I was like, well, which one? What do I do? And I'm breathing super heavy, and I can feel there's some sort of rhythm to the way my scope is moving. And I was like, okay, I can just time this, and it's moving. I'm not keeping it still, but I can time it to where it's about to hit that spot behind the shoulder. And I pull the trigger, my ears immediately, like, I can't hear anything. And you don't know, the gun jumps, and then I hear him in the background go, oh. And I was like, oh. And I said something that will make it to where I can't post the video on social media.
You can't do it.
Yeah, don't say that.
And then
said, hooray.
Yeah, and I was like,
you said whoopee.
I was like, frick.
Yeah. Jeepers. That's awesome.
Went and got him, loaded him up, took him to the processor, and we got summer sausage en route. So
I love it. Love summer sausage.
Did you throw her over your shoulder and carry her out like a?
No, we pulled up
badass
in the Ranger. I will say, climbing down the ladder right after we shot it was dangerous because my whole body was like convulsing, basically.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Like, I had to stop halfway down the 10-stair ladder and be like, okay, sorry, buddy, just one boot at a time.
I've only shot one.
I did not know that you had not shot a deer before.
No.
So we're giving you hell about it. And then Nate sends a picture. This is from an outsider looking in. Nate sends a pic, and it's got the blood. He's put the blood on his face.
Yep.
And I was like, wait a second. Is this your first one? And you were like, yep. I was like, oh, this man.
I got it. Oh, did you shoot the other one too?
Yeah, I was like, I got to quit giving him hell now. This is his first year. I got to leave him alone. He's got to enjoy this moment. I'm sorry. So, yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. I remember mine, my first one. The only one I ever killed. I kind of hung it up after that.
Oh, you're 1 for 1.
Yeah, I hung it up after that. I'm like extremely recreational. Like, I don't even have a gun. Like, so if you want me to hunt with you, you literally have to outfit me head to toe, and I will come. I'll come. But
I bet you will.
I may just go out once and then just go back to the cabin and hang out after that.
I was trying to find a golf equivalent. It's not like a hole-in-one because there's way more people who have shot a deer than have made a hole-in-one. Maybe it's your first birdie. They're not comparable. But I was trying to think of like how much of an a-hole Ben was being. It's like his guy has his first birdie putt for like 6-8 feet, and like Ben is just like absolutely letting him have it. All you're gonna miss
that's not the same. That's not the same.
Like, oh, by the way, that was my first birdie ever.
That's not the same because you didn't forewarn us that was your first ever.
No, that's what I'm saying is if you didn't realize it until afterwards. The guy's like, hey, by the way, that was for my first birdie of my entire life.
Well, that's when you look at the guy that just made the birdie and you go, well, that sucks for you. That's what a terrible sheltered life you've lived. Hunting's a little bit different.
Dog's trucking.
No, big shout out. Congrats, Nate, on that. Hopefully,
shout out to Jake.
Believe it or not, I'm actually going to go hunting this upcoming weekend. So maybe I'll get one. Maybe I'll get one.
What are you hunting for?
Animals. Anything that moves that I won't get arrested for shooting.
Anything that doesn't have an orange hat on, he's just gonna shoot.
There you go. Anything that ain't got an orange vest on.
Frog legs.
There you go. Guys, way to get the week started off. Episode 122. It's been a blast. Watch for the next video. I'm not 100% sure. This one's going to take a little bit more editing to get ready. And then if you got any advice, hit us in the DMs. If you know a good shot tracer, I've been looking at some stuff. I want to put some shot tracers on the things.
If you want to send us a shot tracer,
send us a link to it.
Hit us up.
Let us know. Maybe if it's an app or something like that, just let us know. We'll definitely try to get better and better each time we go. I'm going to try to do all kind of stuff like different some drill videos with our club pro, some travel shows. We'll go play a course. If you got a course you want us to come play, we may go and play the course and film it. All kind of crazy scenario stuff. Just be on the lookout. It was a ton of fun doing, and we're going to keep doing it. So we really appreciate it. Catch us on Wednesday for a Would You Rather Wednesday episode. Would be 123.
Yep.
We really appreciate it. Have a good week. Dadbods Golf Pod.
Go!
Broken
And hunting.